just playing harder and longer. You know, we always come out with fire, and it's just sustaining that fire. Like I said last time, it's just really just sustaining the fire that we come out with for a whole game. You know, because it's like right now we get on a roller coaster ride, and as soon as something bad happens, we just let it consume us and affect how we go out there, our attitude that we go out there with, and how we play. And we just have to, you know, maintain a steady focus that no matter how bad or how good it gets, you know, we just gotta keep a calm head, really.
John, what did you see out of Brandon that his improvement and 3 touchdowns and interceptions? Have you seen something from him every week that he's progressively got better, especially coming off of the injury he had against for missing the Georgia game?
Yes, I mean, everybody on the team's getting better every week, but especially Brandon, you know, he came back, you know, and as y'all can see, we improved pretty well. And he's a great quarterback, you know. And his throwing's always been pretty good, but it seemed like Saturday night it was just every throw he made was pretty much on target. And just the preparation that Coach Reagan had him go through and Coach Edenfield had us go through, it just clicked Saturday. We just couldn't pull it off at the end.
First off, how are you feeling after a game like Saturday?
I'm not feeling too good, but gotta live with what happened.
Now, defense obviously probably had one of its best games so far this season. How do you feel about that? How the defense has gelled and came together on Saturday?
I felt like we did real good as a defense. The game plan, Coach Boat, he drawed up a perfect scheme for us, and I think everybody just did their job, played their part they were supposed to play, and the results was good as far as defense.
But it was being a close loss. Is there positives you can take away from that game?
Yeah, it's always some positives. Like you were saying, in defense, I think we felt like we had something to prove to everybody. I think ULM thought they was gonna come in there and just run all over us, and we kind of took that away from them, forced them to throw the ball, and they couldn't really do that either. So I think we just got to look at that as a positive there.
You got a bye week this week. Is this a good time for a bye week, or would you rather be playing again on Saturday?
I think it's a good time for a bye week. Having said that, we haven't won a game yet, but we still have to go out and practice as hard as we could, just like we're preparing for another team, and get better.
Does one loss in conference play affect y'all's opinions on trying to win the conference at this point?
Not at all. I think when you look at the conference, every team is about the same. So I feel like we could still win out conference as long as everybody stays bought into what the coaches is talking about, and just believe that we could win. And I believe that we could do it.
Are you seeing the team play together a little bit better, like coming together as a team and working together?
Yeah. That last week we was down 13-0, and excuse me, you didn't really see any heads dropping when we didn't have any points or anything. Everybody kind of felt like we know we could win the game, and everybody just fought hard, and that's always a good sign to see that the chemistry is kind of picked up, and everybody really believes in the guy next to them and plays their hardest for the guy that's next to them.
Heartbroken. I mean, that was a game that we had our chances and we didn't execute, and when it came down to it. So that's basically what it boils down to.
But are there positives you can take away from how y'all played that game and how well you did?
Yeah, there's positive. I thought Brandon Silvers had probably the best game of this year, and we can build on that. We can definitely be a better team.
And talking about Brandon, were there any concerns on the outside of the ball with him coming back after the concussion?
I didn't have any concerns. He had a great week of practice, and it showed on the field, and I just wish we gave him more time to make more plays. So.
Kind of glad this bye week's falling where it is, or you wish it would come at a different time after one of the best games of the season.
Yeah, I'm happy that we got a bye week now. I mean, it's been 5 games, and we just need a break, and we need to regroup, and this is the perfect time to, right before homecoming. So.
There's a lot of talk about the second season for you guys. The conference play was ahead of you, but now that you've got a loss under your belt in conference play, does that dash those dreams of the conference championship?
Not at all. I was here in 2010. We had 2 or 3 losses and still won the Sun Belt. So one loss is not the end of the world for us, and we still have 7 more games, and that's how we're looking at it.
What does it say about the team and how they work together to have been behind 13 points but still fight, because you could have given up at that point?
I mean, we wasn't giving up. They jumped up on us early, and we just knew it was just 2 touchdowns, and that's all. That's how we thought about it. And we got the 2 touchdowns right before half, and had an opportunity to win it late, and just came up short.
Watching a guy like Brandon, who seems to be pretty cool and keeps his calm in the game. He's a guy that's not scared to take off running. Can pick up a big play with his feet. When you need a 3rd and 8 or something, he can take off running. Playing with a guy like that kind of boosts you guys. You see him break off and pick up a 1st down on a 3rd down.
Definitely does. I mean, I've been starting forever, and I remember Corey. I'll be like, But Brandon is just like, you just be blocking. And it's like, oh, I don't know. You don't even know who has the ball half the time, and you just see him running. I was like, okay, good. We got a 1st down. So it's definitely good for confidence. So.
Is that a little bit of a difference, though? You compared him to Corey, because Corey would stay back there until he had a shot to get rid of it or dump it off. So is it different to have somebody back there behind you now that's gonna make
it is. It is different. Sometimes I don't even know who I'm blocking for. Sometimes I think Chun might have the ball or Burks, and I turn around and Silver's is 10 yards downfield, which is it's good by me. So it makes us look good sometimes. So.
You guys had the 5 sacks. How much of that was what they were doing, or things that you can work on, or timing?
Just technique. Monroe's notorious for blitzing. They probably blitzed us more than any team this year, and just technique just beat us. It just really beat us. I mean, it was stuff that we seen all week, and they just dialed it up, and it just was effective.